so you are having here three pairs of conductors. One is here, one is here, one is here, 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 and here. Okay, let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is A dash, this is B dash, this is C dash. Now this coil or this two pole machine is rotating. Say, let's say this two is rotating in this direction. Okay, this two pole machine is rotating in this direction. So this is the first condition, this is the first condition. So at when this two pole machine is exactly in line with A dash, so we will have a voltage, let's say V1, which will have the maximum EMF. V1 will be maximum EMF at say A dash. Okay, so now we are considering this coil A dash on this machine. So when these poles are in position with this A dash, so what will happen? The EMF of the conductor A of this coil that is A dash, this is maximum. This is maximum. Now what you do, if this two pole machine rotates and moves to say B, so you have a coil there which is BB dash. But this BB dash, this is placed 120 degree away from AA dash. So therefore, the EMF at BB dash will be maximum only after a rotation of 120 degree. The EMF at BB dash will be maximum only after rotation of 120 degree. Similarly, if you consider CC dash, so this will be after 240 degree, because you see, let's say this is let's say, actually I have not been able to draw this properly, so you would have seen this, that these three coils are in 120 degree phase shift with each other. 120 degree phase shift with each other. So that is, when I am talking about three phases, I am talking about three pair of coils. When I am talking about three pair of coils. So if you draw this voltage waveform, okay, we are drawing this voltage waveform. So if this is your VA, if this is VA, then VB will be 120 degree phase shift with that. 120 degree phase shift with that. VB will be 120 degree phase shift with that. So if this is the VA phase, so as I said that the maximum EMF for VB will come. So if this is, say this is come here. Okay. So for VB, the peak will be here. The peak will be here. And this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree because what you... So say V1, say VA is equal to theta. Okay, so at theta equals to 90, your VA will be maximum. So this is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so your VB, this curve will start off somewhere here and this will continue to go like this. Okay, so this to this is your 120 degree phase shift. This to this is your 120 degree phase shift. Now when you are going to see, this is about 240 degree shift. This is at 240 degree. Else this is a little bit confusing for you. So let's say we are considering this as B. this as A dash, this as C. Okay, okay, so this as B dash and this as C dash. So you see, if you closely look at this, this angle is 120 degree, and this angle is, if you go in this direction, this is 240 degree, right? So if this is your A phase, so this is 90, this is your 180. So this voltage will come up only after 240 degree. That is, it will be maximum. Okay, at this point. So this will be, let's say, will be wave off from here. This will continue like this. So basically, this is 120 and this is 240 degree phase shift. This is the concept of three-phase circuit. This is the concept of three-phase circuit. Now, what are the advantages of a three-phase system? So this you can find in the books as well. What are the advantages? That if you are using a three-phase system over a single-phase system, the amount of conductor material that you will require to generate a high amount of voltage will be less than a single-phase system. Will be less than a single-phase system. Okay, first thing. Second thing is, when you are using domestic power or industrial power and you are using the same source, you can use this three-phase system. And the most important thing is that the voltage regulation in a three-phase system is better than any system, is better than, or is better than any other system. So if I write it down, so you have already known this. So this three-phase system here denoted by R, Y, and B. This is the normal nomenclature. Nomenclature of three-phase system is R, Y, and B. Okay. So if I am talking about VR, that is voltage in the red phase, this is equals to V sine of omega t. When I am talking about Vy, I am talking about V sine of omega t minus of 90 degree, minus of 120 degree, because it is having a phase shift of 120 degree. And when I am talking about Vb, this is V sine omega t minus 240 degree. Omega t minus 240 degree. Is this clear? So which you can write or rewrite this as V sine of omega t plus 120 degree. You can write this as well. So basically, this is the value of V. That is, okay.
Sir,
Right.
why for y it's minus and for b it's minus?
আরেকবার বলো কি বললে?
Sir, I mean, uh, in the waveform, the 120 degrees coming like on the positive side, right? So why is it minus?
Why is it minus? Here, no, this is minus because see, this is just lagging behind. See, this is lagging behind VR by 120 degree, right? This is just reaching the maximum only after 120 degree. I am showing it from this point. I am showing it from this point. But this waveform can start up from anywhere. So এইটা যখন পৌঁছেছে তার 120 ডিগ্রি পরে VY টা এখানে পৌঁছেছে। তার 120 ডিগ্রি পরে VB মানে ব্লু ফেজটা পৌঁছেছে। So therefore, this point is reached 120 degree after the original phase angle. So phase shift is minus, phase shift is 120 plus 120 যদি হতো, তার মানে this is leading, মানে সে আমি যদি এই ওয়েভটাকে কনসিডার speak by 120 degree, তাই জন্য we can rewrite this as omega t plus 120. ঠিক আছে, বা this is all, this is lagging behind this y phase by an angle of 120 degree. Okay, that means it is reaching the maximum value after a 120 degree phase change of the first wave, তাই জন্য omega t minus 120. ঠিক আছে?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next what we will do, we will try to calculate what is the resultant instantaneous EMF. This is important. Okay, calculate the resultant instantaneous EMF. So at any instant, what is the resultant instantaneous EMF? This comes as your proof that calculate the resultant instantaneous EMF for three-phase system. That is your V. So that will be equal to your VR plus Vy plus Vb. That is V sine of omega t plus V sine of omega t minus 120 plus V sine of omega t minus 240. Okay, so this is, let's keep this as V sine common. So you have left here is sine omega t minus 120 plus sine omega t minus 240. Okay, so if it's V sine omega t here, so you just do this as sine A plus sine B. Do this as sine A plus sine B. So what will it come? This will come as 2 sine A plus B by 2. That is sine omega t minus 120 plus omega t minus 240 divided by 2. Remember sine A plus sine B formula, I am writing this here. Those who have forgotten, for them this will be 2 sine A plus B by 2 and cos of A minus B by 2. Okay, so 2 sine omega t minus 120 plus omega t minus 240 by 2, and for that this will be equal to, if you see, this will be equal to cos of omega t minus 120 minus omega t plus 240 divided by 2, right? So this omega t cancels out, so you are left with V sine of omega t plus V into 2 sine of, see, this will come as omega t minus 180 and this will come out as cos of 60. Okay, so if you just do this, V sine omega t plus V into 2 into sine omega t minus 80 into half. So this gets cancelled out, and sine omega t minus 180 is equal to minus sine omega t. So you are left with okay. So if you just rewrite this, you see this, you are left with V sine omega t minus V sine omega t, and this will yield you the value of 0. So the resultant instantaneous EMF for any three-phase circuit, three-phase AC circuit, is equal to 0. So please look at this. See if it's there is any problem here. Okay. So this is the first case, that is the instantaneous EMF will be equal to 0. The instantaneous EMF will be equal to 0. Now you already know that we have two connections of the three phase. We have two connections of the three phase. So what are those connections known as? What are the two connections of three phase? One is your star connection, right? One is star connection, another is delta connection. Okay. So how does the star look like? You already know this. How does the star look like? So in case of the star, the common point, all the coils will have a common point where they will meet. So if say this is your IR phase, 120-degree shift B phase, and this is your neutral phase. This is your neutral phase. That's common point. Okay, this is B phase and this is the neutral phase. And when I am talking about the delta connection, we call this, the star connection is also known as the Y connection. And when I am talking about the delta connection, so the delta connection, each of the phases will be interconnected at its end with the other two phases. For a delta connection, the endpoints of each of the coil will be interconnected with the other two phases. Okay. So if your voltage is differing by an angle of 120-degree, so similarly your currents will also differ by an angle of 120-degree. Okay. So similarly, the resultant current through the neutral in case of a balanced load will also be equal to 0. Okay. So that is what I am trying to say, that if you try to make a star connection, if you are making a star connection, now for three-phase circuit, you will have a three-phase load. So let's say you are having a three-phase load which is also star connected and it is having the same impedance as the others. So this is Z, let's say this is Z, and let's say this is also Z. So you are having a three-phase load connected to a three-phase AC circuit. Please ask me if you have any doubt. So you have a three-phase load. Now when you are having a three-phase load, so this B phase will be connected to this, the Y phase will be connected to this, and you are already connected by the R phase in the top portion. Okay, and you see here you have an interconnection between the two neutral points. So this is a three-phase circuit. This is a three-phase load. Y connected to one phase, B connected to one phase, R connected to one phase, and the neutral points are interconnected. Okay? Neutral points are interconnected. And what about the voltages? What will be the voltages, or what will be the voltage of the individual points? What will be the voltages? If you see, just respond if it's clear to you. So the if you are keeping this as one of the terminal and this as one of the terminal, so the voltage between these two is equal to VRY. Okay, the voltage between this terminal and this phase and this phase, we term it as VBY, and between this phase, that is R phase and B phase, we term this as BBR. We can term this as BBR. Okay, this is the phase voltages. And what is the voltage across this point? This is VYN, this is VBN, and this is VRN. These are the line voltages. So we are having three sets of voltages. We are having three sets of voltages. So if the load is symmetrical and balanced, and they are connected across these terminals of say RY, YB, and BR, so the resultant current will lag from each other by a phase angle of 120 degree. So at the neutral point, the current will be equal to 0. If you just calculate this, the neutral point, the current will be equal to 0. If you are having individual currents as IR, IY, and IB in the three phases, so at the neutral point, if you sum it up, that is like the resultant voltage that you did, this will be equal to 0. Okay, so now we will try to calculate the relationship between the line and the phase voltages, the line and the phase voltages. Okay, Ajay, is this clear? Up till now, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we will try to do, so when we are talking about VRY, I am talking about VR minus VY, right? So let's say, so what was the phasor diagram? So if this is your one phase, and if this is another phase, let's say this is VR and this is VY. Okay, let's say these are your two phases. Okay, and this is another phase, that is VB. Just a three-dimensional figure. Okay, and they are varying from each other by an angle of 120 degree. They are varying by an angle of 120 degree. So if this is VY, or let's say we are talking about VRB, I will just redraw the circuit once again, so that this is, because this is looking like a 90 degree three-phase circuit. Just a minute. See, I will first redraw the circuit, then it will be clear to you. Let's say this is your VR, this is your VY, this is your VB. Okay, now let's say you are extending this. So this will be minus VY. So if this angle was 120 degree, what is the angle here? This angle is 60 degree, and this is your resultant. This is your resultant voltage here, and this will be equal to your VRY, that is VR minus VR vector minus VY vector. So this is your phase voltage. We say this as the phase voltage, and these are the line voltages. These are line voltage. These are line voltage. Okay, so these are the line voltages. These are the phase voltages. So the potential difference between the lines R and Y is equal to VRY, that is VR minus VY. So if you just try to calculate this, what will happen? What will be VRY? Vector addition. This will be equal to VR square plus VY square. Okay, VR square plus VY square plus 2 VR VY 60. See, I just made a mistake here. Okay, so this, see, what the mistake is, VR and VY, these are the voltages of the phases. VR and VY are the voltages of the phases. So this is your phase voltage, this is your phase voltage, and what is line voltage? that is the connection between the two phases, is your line voltage. So you are calculating line voltage. So it is VR plus Vy square plus 2 VR Vy cos of 60 degree. So if you calculate this, you see this will come out to be V phase square plus V phase square plus 2 into V phase into half. So what you are getting? Root over 3 V phase square. So this is root over 3 V phase, and this is equals to your V line. So current in case of your star circuits. In case of your star circuits, root over 3 V phase is equal to your VL. So the line voltage is equal to root over 3 times the magnitude of the phase voltage. Okay, so in star connection, the line voltage is equal to root over 3 times the phase voltage. Okay, but as the current is same in all the phases, in all the lines, the current are same. So your line current will be equal to your phase current. The line current will be equal to your phase current. So this is the concept of star circuits, where the line current is equal to the phase current. So this is the relation of phase voltage and line voltage, and phase current and line current is I phase is equal to IL. Okay, today there's a terrific net problem is going on. However, we will just equals to VL and I phase equal to IL. So please keep this in mind. You can have numericals given in star connection, so you have to calculate likewise. And one more thing, here it will be all about impedances. So resistances will not be given to you, might be given as the impedance as 8 plus J6. So therefore the value of the impedance will be 8 square plus 6 square, that will be equal to 10. So you have to calculate the value of the impedance likewise. So this is the concept of star circuit, where your line current is equal to root over 3 times the phase line voltage equals to root over 3 times the phase voltage, and line current is equal to root over 3 times the line current is equal to the phase current. Okay, and what is the power? What will be the power? What is the formula of the power? The formula of the power is 3 times total power is equal to 3 times, okay, the individual phase power. The total power is 3 times the individual phase power. So individual phase power is 3 into V phase individual phase power is 3 into V phase into I phase into cos of theta. So if you convert this into line, so this will be VL by root 3 and this will be IL cos theta. So what is the total power? IL cos of theta. Please note it down. The total power is root over VL IL cos of theta. Okay. See if this is clear to you. I know there's a lot of net problem. This is disturbing me as well. So let's see if this is okay. Okay. So similarly for delta connection, what is delta connection? I said already what is delta connection to you. What is delta connection? In case of delta connection, let's say You are having 3 coils. Just hold on 1 second. Hello? Yes? Yeah? Okay, so in case of delta connection, what did I say? Let's say there are 3 phases. Okay, let's say there are three phases, 3 coils. So these 3 coils will be connected like this. So this is your R, this is your Y, this is your B. See, R is interconnected with Y and B in the 2 terminals. Y is interconnected with B in the 2 terminals. So these are RYB. So for delta connection, your V phase is equal to your VL, that is line voltage is equal to the phase voltage, and the line current is equal to root over 3 times the phase current. Phase voltage equal to the line voltage and line current is equal to root over 3 times the phase current. Power will be again equal to root over 3 VLIL cos of theta. Root over 3 VLIL cos of theta. This is your total power in case of a delta connection. So when I am talking about the 3-phase circuits, so what all you need to remember? You need to remember the equations of the phase voltage equations of the 3 phases, the connection, star connection, the delta connection. What is the formula of the star connection of the phase voltage, line voltage, formula of the voltage, phase voltage and line voltage for delta connection, and the total power. So this is what you have in your 3-phase circuits. So next day what we will do some simple problems on 3-phase circuit and how you measure power using 2 wattmeter method for a 3-phase circuit. So this I will do in the next class. So tell me if there is any problem for anybody. Any little bit network issue today. Any problem, anybody? I think 3-phase
No, sir.
circuits. Yes, Mimbayan.
No, I said no, sir.
Hello.
No, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying I have no doubt, sir.
Okay. So I think we will just do some problems on star and delta connection on Monday, and other than that, we will do the 3-phase power measurement using 2 wattmeter method. So that will complete. How much has been completed in mutually coupled circuit? Can you just tell me? Shananda madam is teaching that, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Can you tell me how much has been completed there?
We have completed the modeling of coupled circuit.
Okay, so the transformers you haven't done yet, right?
Yes, sir. We haven't done the transformer
Okay,
part.
so you will have your term 2 after the puja vacations from 25th. So what we will do, we will keep this module 3. Module 3 is where you are having this AC circuits, AC 3-phase circuits, the resonance part, the mutually coupled circuit, and your graph theory. Okay, I think that will be enough for your module 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are stopping here. I think the next